Daryl, I can't remember the exact moment I fell in love with you. Maybe because it wasn't just one moment. It was the way you made me feel safe, and the way being with you always felt like home. Oh, I didn't start. Today, I stand here choosing you as my husband, without hesitation. I promise to love you in everything that I do, through every part of my life. I promise to build a beautiful life with you and stand by your side no matter what comes our way. I'll be your best friend, the one you can always turn to, and your partner in every adventure, from the big milestones to the quiet moments that make our life meaningful. I give you my heart, my loyalty and my whole life, and in 100 lifetimes, in 100 worlds, in every version of reality, I'd find you and I'd choose you. Because loving you is the easiest promise I'll ever make.
I'm not the guy that says big romantic things, you know that already. But I do know this, life is better with you in it. You make the hard days easier, you make the good days better, and everything in between it a little more easier. I'm standing here today because I want to spend the rest of my life with you, not just the exciting parts, but the everyday stuff too, especially the everyday stuff. I promise to be by your side and listen whenever it matters, to support you when you need it, and to always be honest with you, even if you didn't like it. I love you in more ways than you know, and no matter what comes our way, I'll keep choosing you, not because I have to, but because there's no one else I'd rather do life with.
Are you sure you want back to Brockline? I couldn't see. Oh, let's run to the moon, stay awake till the flowers bloom, dance till the stars align, discover wonder in us too. Gotta take a little time to fall into the magic in me and you. It don't come with a dollar sign, but it can start with a sunflower tattoo. Guess I thought I'd always be the enemy, but throw away, no need to stay, charity. And I never saw forever dawn in the dark, but down in east. But you seem to mean everything to me. Oh, let's run to the moon, stay awake till the flowers bloom, dance till the stars align, discover wonder in us too. Gotta take a little time to fall into the magic in me and you.
Shall we walk?
Let's run to the moon, stay awake till the flowers bloom, dance till the stars align, discover wonder in us too. Gotta take a little time to fall into the magic in me and you. It don't come with a dollar sign, but it can start. We could start with some fire tattoo.
Today, regardless of what the Scottish weather wants to do, what a beautiful day we're going to have for such a beautiful couple, on what will surely mark the start of the most amazing wedding day. However, we do want to take a wee moment to think about those family and friends who can't be here with us today, those who are no longer here in person. In particular, we remember Stephen. We have an empty chair for those absent guests, and we've lit a candle in their memory. Keep those people in your thoughts. Keep them in your stories today. We'll raise a glass to them, and they too can play a special part in this wedding. Family and friends, you probably don't even realise this, by simply being here today, each and every single one of you are playing such a special part in this couple's love story. So as we talk about love stories, and before we send you two off in that next chapter of your love story called marriage, well, it's only fair, like in the TV shows, we have a quick recap of the previous chapter of how you two met, how you fell in love, and how you got to this very spot today. So Daryl told me he was like a modern day Prince Charming. Daryl searched through all of the land for his Cinderella. Well, more accurately, Paula was pals with your ex. Didn't he look very far, did he? So, of course, with Paula and your ex working together, we'll class it as a mutual friend. And this mutual friend, well, the mutual friend knew that Paula was on the lookout for love and happened to say to Paula, well, Daryl was looking for a number. Incidentally, she also told Daryl that Paula was looking for his number. So we'll get a wee bit of a matchmaker. We've got your ex to thank for this date ever happening. But of course, you both got one another's number. You would start messaging back and forth. And it wasn't long until they arranged to meet up in person. Now, Daryl, you invited Paula over to your place in Hall Glen. And this is news to Gran Liz, by the way. Is it? You didn't know? I'm going to fill in a few blanks for you, Gran. I'm going to fill in a few blanks. Paula decided to not ignore any sensible piece of advice you'd ever given her. She decided to go over to this absolute stranger's house. She'd never met him before. This is exactly how every single serial killer documentary starts. But for you two, it was the start of a beautiful love story. And as Paula appeared at the door that night, Daryl, you told me how you opened it. The second that you laid eyes on Paula, you knew instantly that this was the girl of your dreams. And as if things couldn't get any better, she was standing there holding a bottle of Electric Melon Mad Dog. It was love at first sight. So of course, Paula, you told me meeting this man for the first time, you were full of high spirits. In fact, I hear you were full of all the spirits. You downed several drinks that night. You were now brimming with liquid confidence. So as you sat there chatting away, listening to your favourite music, you put on all your favourite bands on Spotify and the music blasted out loudly. And I hear it wasn't just the music that was pumping that night. No. Oh, Gran, listen. Daryl's heart was pumping out of his chest. That was it. You're gonna kill me. Marriage is so much more than sharing a surname. It's sharing in the challenges that life will face you with. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's standing together and facing the world. It's remembering to say I love you every single day. This is a person you've chosen to grow old with, to stand by your side with, and to spend the rest of your life with. Hold on tight, don't let go, and after 3, you're going to slide your right hands apart and tie the knot. And 1, 2, 3, pull. You have literally tied the knot! Woo-hoo! Keep holding it. English folk, Scotland flag. Look at that, Scotland flag. Yeah, beauty. Freedom. Now it's time for your legal declarations. Can we have our ring bearer come forward with the rings, please? Stand right in the middle, mate. Stand right in the middle. Okay, and if you could take your partner's ring in your hand. Thanks, Rudy. You can have a seat. Round of applause for the ring bearer, Rudy! Well done, Rudy. That's the same job most 10-year-old boys get. Well done, mate. Well done. I know. Right. Composure. Here we go. It's going to be ladies first, without sounding too much like the man from Gladiators. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Take Daryl's left hand, hover the ring over the ring finger, look into Daryl's eyes, and repeat after me. In the presence of our family and friends.
In the presence of our family and friends.
I, Paula Elizabeth Preston.
I, Paula Elizabeth Preston.
Accept you, Daryl Hugh Boris.
Accept you, Daryl Hugh Boris.
In marriage as my lawfully wedded husband.
In marriage as my lawfully wedded husband.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In good times and in bad.
In good times and in bad.
I will love and cherish you for the rest of my life.
I will love and cherish you for the rest of my life.
Perfect. Place the ring on Daryl's finger. Perfect fit. Daryl, now for you. Take Paula's left hand. Hover the ring over the ring finger. And repeat after me. In the presence of our family and friends.
In the presence of our family and friends.
I, Daryl Hugh Boris.
I, Daryl Hugh Boris.
Accept you, Paula Elizabeth Preston.
Accept you, Paula Elizabeth Preston.
In marriage as my lawfully wedded wife.
In marriage as my lawfully wedded wife.
In sickness and in health.
And in sickness and in health.
In good times and in bad.
And in good times and in bad.
I will love and cherish you for the rest of my life.
I will love and cherish you for the rest of my life.
Perfect, Daryl. Place the ring on Paula's finger. Daryl and Paula, you've chosen to pledge your love, respect and commitment to one another. You two have made a promise to stand by each other throughout your entire life, so now have the most pleasant duty of officially announcing you, Daryl and Paula, husband and wife! You may now kiss a bride! Right, you two, get a room. That's enough kissing. Gran, know what I mean? Well done, mate. Well done. Right, congratulations, Gran. Congratulations. What? Filled in a few blanks for you there.
Wait till I get them in.
So for those of you unfamiliar with the quaich, it is a small silver cup, often referred to as the loving cup. In fact, the word quaich means cup in Gaelic. And it always has two handles. Not just symbolising the two partners entering into marriage, but the two families and circle of friends blending together as one. So Daryl, I'm going to ask you to hold on to the quaich as you officially invite Paula into your clan in marriage. And traditionally, a couple would share a fine Scotch whisky blend from the quaich. However, there's one drink that played a much more pivotal part in their story. Electric Melon Mad Dog! Yeah, beauty! Right, this looks like a very expensive dress, Paula, so I'm going to let you do the honours of pouring. Lovely. Right, this is a Scottish wedding. Get that filled up.
What? Camden.
Okay, Daryl. You'll be glad to know you get to make the first decision in married life. Are you going to be very kind or very cruel to your new wife? Because you get to decide if you're going to drink a little or a lot from the quaich. However, what you don't drink, Paula must finish in its entirety, or it's a bad omen. So choose wisely. Didn't you drink that yet?
Take a wee sip.
So as we say in Scotland, Paula, down it! 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 Slide your Mr. and Mrs. Boris!
Smoke in the sky and fire in the air. Desire burns between them. One big push is gonna get you there. Takes a stronger eye to see them. And when you see it in front of you, sun goes down. You work the time between them, a far off land to your own hometown. You've been all around to see them, and when it's standing in front of you, then you take it and you put it in, and you see where you're going to. Lead your way, sing your song, moving every day, going further on. Lead your way, keep on strong, moving every day, going further on.
I'm shite myself. Right, good afternoon. On behalf of my new wife and I, we would like to thank everyone for coming here and making an effort to celebrate our special day with us. It means the world to see so many friends and family in the same room, and you all look amazing. Even my wee brother Rudy, thanks for managing to keep your clothes on this far into the afternoon. But fourth pint, it might be a different story though. Right, before I start with thank yous, we all have loved ones that can't be here today. We have grandparents, uncles, cousins, and the most recent, Stephen, our brother. Stephen passed away. Unexpectedly on the 28th of November. Much love, Dad, brother, and son. We all know he would have loved to have been here today, and he will be truly missed. So I'd like to raise a glass to Stephen and absent friends and family. Right. Now on to Paula. You look stunning today. Crazy to think, 6 years ago, who would have thought we would have been here today? No me anyway. Me and Paula started messaging about 6.5 years ago, back in 2019. So we were messaging for about a few weeks and it was going pretty well, so we decided we were going to meet. We were talking about where we were going to meet up, and she suggested we could just come to mine and she could stay over, have a few drinks, get some food. But she did say she was going to sleep on the couch. Right, as I could have been a serial killer, she could have been a serial killer, but we just went with it. So that night came, I went out to meet her at the front door. My first thought, aye, she's pretty, she looks nice, and I went. Sorry, Liz. So she came in, we were talking for about 10 minutes in the door, then she kissed me. Then she says, "There, that's the awkwardness out of the way." That night we did take a few drinks, we talked away, watched a few films, went to bed. Safe to say, she wasn't a serial killer, and I'm going to miss the next part out because Paula, I love you loads. Looking forward to see what the future has in store for us. Me, you, Riley, Leah and Beth. So I'd like you all to stand up. Clap your hands. Make some noise. Wave your hankies in the air. Stomp your feet and make some noise for Paula. And I'd like to raise a glass as well for Paula. And that's it.
I'm done.
Alright everybody, I'm Daryl's wee brother Rudy. I was going to start off by thanking you all for being here, but Daryl's just bored the fucking life out as well, that shite. But the three of us are convinced that he only picked us because the three of us are bald, sitting there smug with all his fucking hair.
That's a fucking truth, by the way.
Can't really say nothing about my brother Daryl. When he was a teenager, there was one thing he had under his bed was a stashy fucking porn. And I fucking loved it, it was class. And the odd fiver or two, I fucking right in my pocket. Daryl has done a lot for me over the years, and I appreciate it all. And Paula, I wouldn't have picked anybody else for my brother. And I wish he's all the best in the years to come. I love yous both.
Right, the moral of the story anyway. Any free weekend we had, we just got blotto, That was it. Multiple times lying, but mind it, the fucking in that, the toll booth tab Sunday night. So, shut up, you fucking idiot. Sunday night, and contemplating life, thinking about work or fucking that shite, rough Monday morning. Swearing I'll never do this again. Only to do it the next again weekend. Yeah, I'm done now.
On my wife. At first, I'm not too sure that he was keen on me, and I'm guessing that was just down to his concern for his wee sister. As at that time I was actually a wee bit of a roaster. You wouldn't believe that now. At least that's what I hope it was with Daryl anyway. Me on the other hand though, I met Daryl and I just thought to myself, this guy likes a bottle of tonic and he wears Lacoste gear. Obviously a fucking good guy. In the time that I've known Daryl, he was actually going through girlfriends like he was his cars. Don't worry, Paula, it's just a few. I will also say though, some of these were as questionable as some of his fashion choices. I used to think Daryl was just one of those lads who would never settle down. And I think that's credit to you, Paula, that Daryl got to the point and he asked you to spend the rest of your life with him. I don't think I'd ever seen Daryl happier. That wasn't until I seen the results of a photo shoot at Calendar House. Daryl had his cheeks squeezed, he had his hood pulled over his head, he was given piggybacks and he was skipping over the bridge, hand in hand. That was the biggest cheesy I've ever seen. Actually cheesy. Paula, you are actually looking great today. Glass for everybody. Daryl, you should have probably wore your wedding dress or not. To finish off on a serious note though, Daryl, I love you and I love your family to bits. It's great to call you a friend and my brother-in-law. Paula, you're already part of the family, but now that it's official and you've adopted the surname, when you're up the tune, didn't mention your full name. Just finally, everybody raise a glass and just a toast to the bride, the groom, two amazing families now joining together, and to our absent friends as well.
Right, Daryl, I just want to show you something first. It's supposed to be screen mirrored, but it's not fucking working. So, it worked in the house, it's not working today. Right, so, where is it? Just a wee quick. There we go, we've got it.
Alright Daryl, it's Chris Boyd here. A huge congratulations to you and Paula and your wedding day. Paula is so...
Start it again.
Alright Daryl, it's Chris Boyd here. A huge congratulations to you and Paula and your wedding day. Paula is so proud to call you her husband, a loyal, hard-working family man and a brilliant dad. Enjoy every moment of today and the future you're building together. All the very best. But I tell you what, Daryl, you've still got fucking time to run. It's almost cracked up to me, trust me. I'm only joking. Have a fantastic time at Paris and I wish you a long and successful, happy marriage. Good luck, take care. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Today isn't about the centerpieces or the perfect photos, it's about something so much deeper. It's about this man, Daryl. Me too, but you. The person I get to now call my husband, and every time I say that word, it hits me all over again, just how lucky I am. Oh. I know. You've been my best friend, my cam when I'm spiralling, and my safe place. You've seen me at my best, but more importantly, you've loved me at my worst. You've loved me when I didn't feel lovable. You've held the space for me when I couldn't hold it for myself. Oh, 2 seconds. You've shown up. Sorry. You've shown up not just with your wee treats or your kind words, but with your presence, patience, sometimes, and a quiet strength that's carried us both. And Daryl, because of the person you are, I'd do anything for you. Anything to make you feel as loved and supported and as seen as you've made me. You make me want to be the best version of myself, and I'll spend the rest of my life trying to give back a fraction of the love that you've given me. I look at you and I see a man who's never once made me question my worth. I don't know how I got so lucky, but I'll promise I'll never take it for granted. Right, I love the way that you make everyone's lives around you lighter even when it feels heavy. I love that you're that laid back that you're basically horizontal. I love that we can turn the most ordinary days into something beautiful, whether we're whipping each other with tea towels after the dishes, laughing at your silly dad jokes, or sitting watching Benidorm, or still game, or being overly competitive at the 1% club in our living room, knowing that that's exactly where we're supposed to be. And I love our life with our 3 beautiful girls. I call it our beautiful chaos. It's busy, it's unpredictable, it's full of laughter, arguments and love, and I wouldn't have it any other way. People talk about the soulmates like they're a fairy tale. That fairy tale's not my reality. Right, there's one person I want to mention today. Somebody that I am over the moon is here to witness this, especially knowing that her health hasn't been the best, and yet she still somehow manages to put her family first, always. Gran, you're my world. I can't. You are the head of the family and the glue that holds us all together. Everything that I am and I believe about love, family and showing up for people who matter comes from you. So, so having you here today means more than I'll ever be able to put into words. I'm breathing. Right, next, I can do this. Right, one more person that I need to thank, that's my mum. Mum, you're the reason I'm the woman I'm standing here today. You gave me my strong work ethic, my stubbornness, and my fierce independence, which I now realise is your way of making sure that I never ever needed rescued for anything. You showed me what hard work really looks like, getting on with it, no complaining and cracking on when life's a pain in the arse. You taught me to stand on my own 2 feet, to know my worth, and never shrink to make anybody else comfortable. And yes, you maybe watch me and think, oh, she's far too much, but you know what, I've got that for you, so that's absolutely your fault. I carry so much of you with me, and how I work, how I love, how I mother, and how I refuse to give up when things get hard, because you raised me to handle whatever comes my way. You're my inspiration, my strength, and the reason I know exactly who I am. So thanks for shaping me into the woman I am. I'm on my last page, guys. I'm on my last page. Right. To everybody here, thank you for being a part of your story, for witnessing our love today, and for walking alongside us through the days that led us here. And to you, Daryl, thank you for being the reason I believe in love the way I do. I'm so proud to be your wife. I love you more than I'll ever be able to say out loud, but I'll spend the rest of my life trying. So I would like to raise a glass to you, Daryl, my heart, and now my husband. I would not want to do life with any anybody else, mostly because nobody else would ever survive the label of tipped over the edge, chin out stress that I display on a daily basis. To Daryl. And before I go any further, and the terminal agitation kicks in, I need everybody to grab that tequila rose that's sitting in front of you. Yes, that's your wedding favour. And yes, this is happening. Start! And as a nurse, I do not make unnecessary announcements. No saving it for later, no excuses. Shite